And what are you trying to do? You see, you can't truly sell your soul to the devil because guess what? The souls do not belong to what? The devil. It does not belong to him. Matter of fact, his soul does not even belong to him. Do you see what I'm saying? But to entrap your soul, that means your soul being captured for a time being and getting used how they want it can be done. But to give your soul that does not belong to you means that it's false. People do go and say, well, they're going to sell their soul. They have sold their soul, and that they can't talk about Jesus Christ. They can't talk about Yahweh, the Messiah. They can't do none of those things. But at the end of the day, the peace, they don't have peace because now they're more enhanced physically. The entities and demons and principalities that live in them is using them to move forward with their expression, but know that God is on one side and the other side. One side have good consequences, the other side of God has bad consequences, but he's on both sides. It's like, take it for like this. God's playing chess with God. So he's playing chess with himself. See what I'm saying? That's what he's doing. No matter what you may see it or perceive it to be, that's how it is. Because if the devil is basically fighting against us and God is saying we are more powerful than the devil, then God knows, obviously, that we know or that we should know how to foresee ourselves, right, in the light of the devil. Because we are created with four elements. We have him in us. So we are him. Anything else is non-existent. Your flesh is temporary, right? Your flesh is temporary. You see, your spirit is the only power source that when it's growing, it gets more powerful. So it's more powerful as it grows. It doesn't age. Like, the more it ages, the more powerful it becomes. That's your soul. But your flesh, the more it grows, the weaker it becomes. Your mind, the more it grows, the weaker it becomes. That means the mechanisms, right? The tissues, the mechanisms is still, what's it called? Is weak. That means it's temporary. But your soul is eternal, regardless if it's eternal happiness and love and care or eternal evil. It means eternal punishment. But it is a choice that you must make. And you must be able to explain yourself, but understand it is not your physical, because the things, like the excuses and the things that people are going to try to use to explain themselves, it's going to be of the world. But God does not want to hear that. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't want to hear that because he knows exactly why you did what you did. And he also knows the opportunities that were presented to you from him. So there is a major difference in how you perceive things or what you should do as an individual. Because guess what? Your life is valuable, but is valuable to who? Who is it valuable to? Yes, it's valuable to yourself, but what about God? Does God see you saying, the power of me putting myself in you, what have you done to ignite that power? Because God has sow the seed. That means all of us is like a seed of himself inside of us. He said, you know what? I'm going to put myself inside of you. However, I'm going to even the playing field and give you a chance to make your own decisions. So that means him, he has he has put limitation until you increase the position of power that he has put inside of you. That means himself is unlimited. But until you have tapped into that source of power, right, you have limitations. Because the limitations is due to your understanding. And you being able to what? Faith. Faith is the, what's it called? The key of your imagination. You see what I'm saying? It's the key to open your imagination. Faith. That's what faith is. So because Jesus Christ gave the key, right? He said, I'm going to leave you guys with a gift. Now, the gift is the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is dwelling inside of every single person as a guide. Now, we all know, just like a GPS, right? It tells you, okay, this is what you must do. So it gives you sort of like a message or a message, whether it's vocal or type written message. All of that is given to you. You have the choice to either follow that or don't follow that. But it's due to what you do, meaning how much time you spend with God. So then your GPS will be charged. The Holy Spirit within you would be charged, and you'll be able to do certain things. But there are certain times where you might not understand what you are doing, right? Not because you're not mentally there or anything, but spiritual is about the belief, the faith. So it could be new to your understanding. But make no mistake, the guide sees what you don't see. The guide understands what you don't understand. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't understand when Jesus Christ was getting mad. He got upset in the temple and he starts throwing over the tables and releasing the what's it called? The animals in their stable, the goats, the doves, and all of that. And he said to the Pharisees, do not turn my father's house into, you know, a market. Don't turn my father's house into a market. Right? He was doing spiritual work there. See what I'm saying? At that moment. But they seen it as, oh, why is he getting mad? Why is he doing this? It's because they turn it into a what? A business. Right? But it's not